Hello everyone, as always welcome to Ludo History. I am Adam, your resident historian, and we're back with Steelrising, the extremely British and robotic French Revolution. We have a lot of side quests to do. Last week things went extremely off the rails with Nicholas Lamel and Alchemy and other such nonsense, so I'm so excited. I am extremely happy about this. It's going to be a good time, so we're going to see how far we can get with the next few hours, talking history, talking about the French Revolution, and talking about the reception of the Middle Ages. If you enjoyed this, do make sure you are followed and consider subscribing. Prime subs included help a lot to keep this going, so it is super duper appreciated. But the VOD will be here, or if you're watching on YouTube, do consider joining us live, because it is more fun if you hang out in chat. Everyone in chat, spam your agreement now, please. Thank you. But without further ado, let's get into Steelrising and see what these bois have in store for us. Thank you, music. See? Look at how excited chat is. Alright, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, Chat, I did plug in my controller. What an excellent start. Ignore the behind-the-scenes stuff. Alright, controller is up. Game is active. Let's do it. 24 months. Thank you, Math, for the 2 years of Tier 1 subscription. I appreciate you sticking around that long. And, yeah. Good lord. Alright. Frame rate looks good. Frame rate looks good. Incredible. So, we are in the Palais de Luxembourg, and in a convent, in a cloister nearby. And we met up with the whole gang. You know, we had Monsieur de Lafayette. We had Jacques Necker, the finance minister for Louis XVI and the caller of the tennis court assembly. We have the Comte de Mirabeau. We have Maximilien de Robespierre. We have the French chemist Antoine Lavoisier. We have Jean-Sylvain Bailly. We have Julien Raymond, a plantation owner from Saint-Domingue and advocate for the rights of black folk in the French colonies. We have Monseigneur de la Fare, who did the opening prayer for the tennis court oath. And we have Abbe Gregoire, the most base character in this entire game. Stefan, hello. Speaking of medieval reception, isn't this about the time where the idea of feudalism TM is established in historical discourse? Yes, broadly. Most of it is going to get established later with some major academic works. But, you know, rise and fall of the Roman Empire already exists by this period, so a lot of the other materials are coming up. Like the formalization of academia and of medieval studies is coming up in this period, and so a lot of these ideas about the medieval past are floating around. Anyway, our main quest is given to us by Robespierre is to find the mysterious Monsieur Marat. We, however, have a lot of side quests to do. We need to talk to Monsieur Bailly, so we're gonna have to go right back in. We need to go to in the Marais, the Bastille and the Temple for the Comte de Mirabeau. We have something to do here in the Luxembourg Gardens. We need to go to the Hotel de Anvely. We need to talk to Mirabeau. And we need to find Nicholas Lamel's crypt. And then near Laha, we have to locate something there. So we have 2 people to talk to back inside here. Check the bathtubs. Alright, Mirabeau. Hello. I have questions.
Have you found my mother?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Remember, rumor has it she lives in the slums of the Marais.
Yes, I know.
In the
Minister Necker
I'm talking
claims
to you
that
about
you were
other
a familiar
things.
face at the Tuileries Palace.
That old story. Will it hound me until I have drawn my last breath? This, madame, is nothing but an unfounded rumor that I am trying in vain to dispel. To what do I owe the displeasure of having to defend myself once again?
I must get hold of some documents that are kept in an armored
Hello,
safe in the
Karabachi.
King's chambers.
Good to see you.
What luck could resist your talents?
Minister Necker said it was indestructible.
Oh, I see. Well, let me think. Who could help you? After all,
we don't
a
have
lock
to
is
break
nothing
the-
more than a simple mechanism.
We don't have to break
Nothing
the
that
lock.
can resist the expertise of our dear
We
Monsieur
just
Bailly.
have to break the
Why
rest
don't
of
you
the
ask
box.
him for help?
See?
I'll be sure to do so.
Now, who else might be of use? Oh, there's Monsieur Lavoisier as well.
Oh, boy.
Our gunpowder
Oh
commissioner.
boy.
I'm sure he'll have no trouble finding you something you can use to blow the door off that stubborn
My therapist is a
saint.
liar. My
Good.
fears are real.
I will go
Yeah.
and find him.
Now, if you'll forgive me, I have an urgent matter to attend to.
Uh-huh.
You are forgiven for everything.
In that case, it has been a pleasure, madam.
Yes, quite. I'm sure that's not suspicious at all. A mysterious, urgent matter to attend to. Yes.
Monsieur Bailly,
Mademoiselle, I am very pleased to find you here with us within
He
the
said
shelter of these
indestructible. We
walls.
tried breaking it and blowing it up. We have not tried blowing
I
it up
found a
yet, see?
document written in a script that I was unable to read.
Let me see. Ah, je vois. These pages were written using some
Woohoo,
sort of
shorthand.
shorthand. A variation on Taylor's system, no doubt. I'm wont to use it myself from time to time while jotting down my ideas as they come.
What does it say?
It's a bit difficult to decipher. Je crois. I believe it's an autopsy report. The author writes that the subject died from a large dose of prussic acid.
What is prussic acid?
Quest for Robin.
My
Thank you.
apologies, Aegis, but I'm no chemist. You should ask Monsieur Lavoisier.
I'm looking for a way to force a lock that is supposed to be unbreakable. Monsieur de Mirabeau advised me to ask you for help.
But I'm an astronomer, mon enfant, not a locksmith. I know my way around lenses, filters, racks, and tripods. But I've never given a moment's thought to how a lock works. God, Monsieur de Mirabeau was joking with you, that's all. Où est-il, ce brave homme? So that we might ask him.
He has left. A matter that could not wait.
Excuse me? Do you mean he left the convent?
It's not
That's
suspicious at
madness.
all.
What was so important that he would put himself in such
Getting to
danger?
Tuileries.
Intriguing indeed.
What could be so important? Come on, this is obvious, y'all. He's exactly as scummy as he
Monsieur
looks.
Lavoisier,
What can I do for you, Aegis?
Oh god, he's so English.
what is prussic acid?
It's a volatile compound extracted from Prussian blue, which is a pigment derived from the cochineal, an insect.
What does it do?
Oh, it's a lethal poison of the most dangerous sort. Though at weaker doses, it merely induces a deep soporific state, or a coma, if you will.
Oops.
A deadly poison.
Aegis, is everything all right?
No. Awkward, awkward.
I would like to access the contents of a safe that is supposedly unbreakable. Dare I ask for your help, Monsieur Lavoisier?
And how can I be of assistance to you, madame?
I need gunpowder to break through the door.
Gunpowder? But I don't have a speck of it, mon ami. Do you think I just walk around with explosives in my pockets?
Oh. I apologize.
Wow.
It was Monsieur de
He is
Mirabeau's
just
idea.
exactly as
Mirabeau?
skilled.
What is this ridiculousness? I suspect he knows full well whatever he's playing at. Where is the animal? So we can ask
Gee.
him what's truly going on.
Who could
He
have
has
guessed?
left. He had an urgent matter to attend to.
Why don't we
Yeah.
walk around with explosives?
I'm sorry, madame. If I could inspect the safe and determine what metal was used in its fabrication, I might be able to find a solution.
do you think I am, a
But
video game
given the
character?
circumstances, I'm sadly not in a position to help you.
I understand. How do you intend to counter the
We,
king's actions?
we do have bombs in our
Unfortunately,
pockets.
we don't have the upper hand.
You are correct.
For now, we can only hope to protect ourselves from him. I am convinced that something is afoot. Something that could destroy all our hopes in an instant.
You have my full attention.
You
Are
should
they all
know
wearing wigs?
that I am
Yeah,
a gunpowder
absolutely.
commissioner. As
This is the
such,
period,
I
and
oversee
these
the provision
people
of
are all
gunpowder to the
quite
kingdom's
rich.
arsenals, L'Arsenal de Paris in particular. For the past 2 days, a large quantity of gunpowder
Hey,
from
so if we
Marseille
steal
has
the-
been sitting near Les Invalides. It's in a warehouse by the
So
factories.
if we
But
steal
the
the
men I
gunpowder
sent
from
to take
here-
possession of the cargo and transport it to the arsenal have gone
Ziax,
missing.
there
Do you
is not a
realize
French
what
dub for
means?
this game.
The gunpowder could have fallen into our enemy's hands.
It's possible. One thing is certain. It's enough to destroy half of Paris. Whether it is still in the warehouse or has fallen into the wrong hands, we must find it urgently. Then, if possible, we must neutralize it.
How?
Simply by placing it in contact with water. Nothing could be easier in theory, but we must find a way to flood it.
Flood the gunpowder? You're out of your mind, Lavoisier. We're in the most desperate of situations, and you want to deprive us of such a valuable resource. What will our cannons use once we have formed our army of patriots?
Your army, Marquis, is presently but a figment of your imagination.
I see. So you're one of those men who would sound the retreat before the battle has even begun.
Thank you,
I will go
Lafayette.
to the warehouse. Once I have located the powder, I will decide what to do with it. Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
Because they've already committed historical linguistic crimes by making him English. Lafayette is maybe wearing his own hair? Maybe. I wish there was a way to tell. I think Robespierre is probably wearing his own hair. Past that, I actually don't know. Right, powdered wigs are obviously popular, but Magistressa does know better than I do, having actually done fashion history instead of just being a generalist. And the gunpowder, another one in the Invalides. Okay. So where the heck? Alright, we have side quests, side quests, side quests, side quests. We've got so many side quests around here. Okay, first up, we have stuff to do here in... here. Oh, hello. I didn't realize I already got back to here. This is not really where I want to be. Yeah, that's helpful, but not necessarily what I want. Somewhere over here there should be an entrance into the gardens. Let's see if I can remember where it is. Nope, that's solidly not it. This at least looks like a place I can actually go, which is something. Rooftop parkour! I wish I had a more precise map of where everything is, TBH, but that is okay. We shall locate... We shall locate the gardens somewhere over by where we killed the first boss, and then after that, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. We'll improvise. It'll be a good time. For somebody. Oh. Well, thank you. I super don't remember where I am going. Ow. Hack. Jump. Let's go up here. That just gets us up to this part. I seem to remember this. I seem to remember this being a thing that we needed to do last week. And then... over here? That's hysterical. Wait, that's... oh, well, we just got right back to where we were. But that wasn't useful. Boo. That was not at all what I was trying to do. Apparently was... not set up in the right part. So we are going to just keep zooming our way on ground level over here, I guess. Ow. Really? Okay, over here, don't mind me. There's the garden. Hello, garden. Let me in. Let me in. Ow. And buff up. Ow. Bigger ow. Nope. No thank you. Ow. Dang it. I am apparently extremely rusty off this combat. Well, I didn't die though, so that's something. Ow. That's fine. We nailed it. Everything's okay. Everything is fine. See? Poison monkeys were reputed to be popular choices to steal wigs, at least in satire. And cartoons of it. That's hysterical. God. So the full comment there, by the way, is that it's apparently extremely popular to steal wigs because they are expensive, but do not weigh very much. Which makes extremely good sense, but also is extremely funny. Alright, so if that wasn't it, and that wasn't it, then where does this... whoa, heck. Do weigh a fair bit, but you can't really keep a wig safe. We can keep it walled in your pocket or keep your watch on a chain. Yeah. And that makes perfect sense, right? You can try and pin it, but that does no guarantee of actually working. So... is there anything in here? I feel like I already went through here. I came up with nothing. Get a nose piercing to hang a chain from to secure your wig. Now that's a fashion choice. I mean, full props for boldness. I question the aesthetic choices, but I mean, you do you. Yoink. Okay. So, somewhere here in the Luxembourg Gardens, there's supposed to be a corner in which we have a... Where is it? This also feels like a good time to point out that for the most part, women would not wear wigs unless they experience balding. Those are just really their hair, just all around a pillow or with extra puffs to get the right shape. I mean, incredible.
Athenais' hiding place. A fight took place here.
Indeed. So first things first, steal the money. Thank you. Letter on the Blind by Denis Diderot. Is here in the sacred temple of nature where, fleeing the company of men, I enjoy my cherished solitude, that I feel closest to you. Who would believe that I never met you? Yet you are here by my side, tender and protective. Will we ever see each other again? Monsieur Diderot seems to not believe it, and the thought gives me a chill. I want to believe in heaven, my dear Maman, and believe that you are waiting for me there. Adonai de Vaucanson.
Franciscus Antonius. What unusual names. Whose cane could this be? Perhaps the guests at the Cordelier can enlighten me.
Hooray! As in the encyclopedia got, yes. As in that, yes, that Diderot. I don't know a ton about him, but yes, another big name French intellectual running around in the plot of this game. There's a lot of big name French intellectuals running around in the plot of this game. Like, it's almost impressive. Bye. Okay, some fear. I was gonna say no fear, but nope, some fear. Moderate amounts of fear. Beautiful. Cross here. Cross here. And up here. Go over this way. And then we run up here. Realize this is the wrong one, and then run over here. Perfect. Flawless victory. Back to the convent. And... hello, let's start off talking over with our... Someone said something about Mirabeau.
My respects, Monseigneur.
Hello,
I
Zoe.
didn't expect to see you again so soon, Aegis. We missed you when we had to leave our shelter at Place Saint-Merry, the path that led us to this convent.
Do the four names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
Extremely Latin.
The Franciscan order, perhaps?
Go on.
Franciscus Assisiensis, the founder of the order, and Antonius
Francis of Assisi, by the way.
One of its most illustrious members. I'm sorry, Aegis, but that's all I can think of.
Incredible.
Did you go to the Hotel de Massiac?
I guess.
Remember?
Yes, yes.
I found a cane inscribed with the name Franciscus Antonius. Does that mean anything to you?
No. I'm sorry.
That's unsurprising. Alright. That says nothing, that says nothing. Lafayette. Do you...
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
Yes?
I went to the meeting. I had an...
Get to the...
Madame,
Yes,
teammates
yes.
are
Okay.
now...
What happened?
The evidence...
Okay, we already
is
heard
ambushed.
this.
That's
We already heard this.
Excellent. But why?
Only
Would you be my hussar?
Franciscus Antonius. Do these names mean anything specific to you?
François Antoine. Hold on. Of course. That's the master arquebusier who killed the beast of Gévaudan.
Wait.
The affair took
What?
place during the reign of Louis the Beloved.
What?
Just a few leagues from the castle where I grew up. I was still a young boy, but I remember it like it was yesterday. It caused a stir all over the country.
I doubt that it has anything to do with my case.
I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Okay. There it is. Yeah, this dude, you did call it.
Monsieur Necker,
Madame?
do the names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
No, nothing at all. I'm very sorry that I'm of no...
Alright, goodbye. Is Lafayette using hussars in the general sense, i.e. armed men I hired? Probably. But at the same time, he may also be specifically referring to Prussian mercenaries, because he did have a good relationship with Prussian mercenaries from the American Revolution. So, it could be either...
Do you come bearing news from Monsieur Marat?
No.
I have it on good... He's the...
Yes, yes.
I found a cane in Grey. Who could it belong to?
Let me think a moment. Je vous prie. I know an Antoine Francois, a printer on Rue de la Harpe. His surname is Momoro, but he is a man of the people and a true patriot. I doubt that he ever sported a cane with his name engraved on it.
Well, I think the Monsieur Momoro
Goodbye,
will
Monsieur
have
de Robespierre.
to be not our problem. Alright, our scientists, do you know anything?
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
Do
Franciscus
the
Antonius.
names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
No, nothing really.
Francois Antoine, maybe?
No, nothing. I'm sorry, madame.
Alright.
Goodbye. Monsieur Bailly.
He knew von Steuben. They were
Does the name
both in
Franciscus Antonius mean
1707.
anything to you?
We
Right,
scholars have the
do
strange
look into that,
habit
but
of
I'm pretty
adopting
sure he
names
knew
from
Baron von
antiquity.
Steuben.
I imagine that we're actually looking for someone named Francois Antoine. And no matter how hard I think, I'm afraid it doesn't.
You are all useless. Alright. Abbe Grégoire, do you have anything?
How is your research on Nicholas
No.
Flamel?
I have done
Don't take too long. Don't forget that the tomb, the church isn't far.
Franciscus Antonius. Does that mean anything?
Let's see. Francois Antoine. No, that doesn't mean anything. Désolé, ma chère.
Goodbye.
Alright, so either Mirabeau is the linchpin to this whole thing, in which case he is suspiciously missing, or we've got a reference to the beast of Gévaudan. Do you think we're going to touch on the French werewolf accusation craze of the 17th century? Doubtful? I mean, we can talk about it. I do want to confirm that it actually is going to show up. Let's see what our notes on our quests say. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Mirabeau is the problem. Yes, werewolf talk, fine. I want to confirm that it's actually going to be about, that? Right, about that Francois Antoine? And then we can talk about it. But first, we've got some traveling to do, don't we? Perfect. Upgrades. We have not enough for that. We have enough materials for this, but not enough of the rest of it. Okay, and we have a potency from the Lavoisier something or other. Oh! Oh, that's exciting. That's a fast travel medallion. Alright, well, we've got some work to do. Chat, shall we go hunt down Mirabeau first? I feel like we should hunt down Mirabeau first. Find the riders, reach the hangar, inspect Elise Sainte-Marie. Investigate the Hotel de Marciac, enter Nicholas Flamel's crypt. And, bunch of characters, but just questioning folks. Also, chat, I missed what you said. Apparently, Lafayette and von Steuben, work together on a manual, for the US military. Like the original Army training manual. Right, they were both, I know they were both at Mount Vernon in the first winter of the war. Alright, and Victorian Raccoon has redeemed a spicy take. Firstly, thank you for lurking. Appreciate it. And secondly, spicy take means that we need something either controversial about the period or about the game.
An impasse. Should I go to the Tuileries to examine the safe? There may be a way to force it open. I could also go back to Les Invalides and search the area around the church where Madame Necker was last seen. I can get to the Tuileries Palace via the Louvre. Then I should be able to enter it through the courtyard.
But yes, we shall break into the Louvre again and then go. But we must do something, right? Ow. Seriously? Don't be like this. Ow. Very ow. Ow. Extremely ow. Spicy take. As we do a run back. Excellent work, man. Our run back includes a spicy take, which is to say, a lot of people, I'm guessing, actually, I know exactly what we're going to do for our run back, or for our spicy take. I'm going to present to you something so searingly stupid that we are going to get to talk about it. Let us find a safe and quiet point here in the apartment of the Grand Gallery. Let's see, if we go through the Louvre here... Which side of the Louvre are we exiting? We need to get into the Louvre apartment. I believe is out the window over here. Heck. Oh wait, did I already bust this open? I must have already busted this open. Yeah, I did. Dogs! We'll find a save point and then we'll go through a, like, mind-numbingly bad take. And my response to it shall be what is spicy, because it is apparently controversial to say that this is a historical game. You know, set in the... set solidly in the 18th century. Oh. In a historical moment, with historical figures, and it is still somehow controversial to say that it is historical. So let's take a look at that. Because, as it turns out, Steam forums are absolutely absurd. They do need examination, so let me pull it over into the correct spot so we can actually observe it. And we'll present to you some absolutely searing takes. Like, strap in, folks. This is going to be some doozies. we have the accusation that Steelrising is revolutionary propaganda. This game perpetuates the myth of the French Revolution as being the revolt of the people versus a tyrant king. The truth is that the French Revolution was organized by a cabal of very powerful people hell-bent on destroying France, the monarchy, and the Christian faith. The people were the first to suffer the consequences with the destruction of corporations who were very protective of workers, and the Revolutionary Wars led to the loss of millions of French lives. If you want to learn about the first modern genocide, look up the history of the Vendée uprising and how it was crushed. The developers think they are edgy, cool, and on the side of the people. In truth, they are still peddling lies, misinformation, and a false version of history. And if you think the media you consume does not influence your perception of the world or your political beliefs, I suggest you educate yourself on the subject. So chat. My brain does not have words for how searingly hot this is. Note, it is incorrect on several fronts. Very many fronts. But someone else's spicy take has been suggested. Comment number 1. Days on Steam forums without conspiracy theories, 0. It's not a conspiracy theory. The infiltration of the French Royal Army by Freemasons is, for instance, well documented. The sister of Queen Marie Antoinette even wrote to her to warn her aunt concerns were dismissed. No, we've got, yeah, so, we started off as merely just vaguely monarchist nonsense, like trad-cath monarchism, and then immediately went off the rails into Freemasonry. Well, that was spicy, thank you. Exactly, I got you covered. And then we immediately got off the rails with the back-to-back counter-spice. Right, we went fully one way on spiciness, and now we're going to make a 360-degree loop and then wonder why we are still spicy. Who cares? It's a video game. Next, you're going to tell me that France didn't have robots fighting other robots. No one will look at this game as a history lesson, my guy. Also, yeah, he's not French. Hey, look, French, I want to educate yourself, lead Croquetel, Histoire incorrecte de la Révolution Française. Hey, look, it's a conspiracy theory. Hey, look, it's a conspiracy theorist. It's a game. Dude, is that the only thing that makes you wonder? What about the army of automatons? Didn't the live clockwork robots make you confused? I don't think there are anyone who will learn from history from this game, Lore. You take it too serious, mate. And thank you, Wolfie, for the tier 1 gifted sub to Victorian Raccoon. So, chat, let's click back into the game window, because, right, this is just searingly hot. I don't need to talk about this because this is just wrong. On so many fronts, it's almost unproductive to actually go into depth on it as to how it is wrong. Just, nah. This brain has rotted at Mach 3 off the deep end, and we just don't need to worry about it. This one interests me. Because chat. Let's just take a look at what this game has. Main characters. Aegis. Alright, that's fair enough. Eugène de Vaucanson. Note, orphan at the age of 10, taken by his uncle, the famous automaton maker Jacques de Vaucanson. He is fictional, for the record, but Jacques de Vaucanson is not. Athénais is, also fictional, but this is somewhat fictionalized in that it cares it has a very simplistic understanding of Louis XVI, but, you know, still is heir to the Bourbon dynasty. Louis XVI has reigned over the Kingdom of France for 15 years. Naturally timid and reluctant to rule, he avoided the company of courtiers, preferring instead the solitary study of mechanics, clockworks, and studying automats. That's less true, but avoiding the company of courtiers is very much in the traditional narrative of Louis XVI, and just not being equipped to be good. Marie Antoinette was just 14 years old, so, you know, actual history snippets. Seen as an interloper at Versailles, and from the moment she arrived, she was subjected to the taunts and abuse of courtiers who were jealous of her status. She spends most of her time at the Petit Trianon, and in the farm she built for herself away from the palace, where she attempts to lead a carefree life in the company of a handful of loyal friends. She gets accused of being incredibly wasteful of royal and state resources, despite having a relatively small farm. Charlotte on the Petit Dauphin, using a historical painting from the 1780s. Marie-Thérèse, Charlotte, 11, and Louis Charles, 4 are the surviving daughter and son of the royal couple, and their brother has deceased. Gabrielle de Polignac, also a historical figure. The Comte de Provence, the future Louis XVIII, a historical figure. Alessandro de Cagliostro is currently in jail in historical reality in Rome, but that's fine. He was a supposed magician and performer of miracles who first appeared in Versailles in the early 1780s. That's true. Mesmer published On the Influence of the Planets on the Human Body in 1766. Developed a new theory that there was a mutual influence between celestial bodies, the Earth, and living bodies, a phenomenon related to a purported magnetic fluid. Yeah, this is correct. This is correct. This is history, right? This is just an encyclopedia entry about Mesmer. Robespierre. Mirabeau, Lafayette, Jacques Necker, Antoine Lavoisier, Jean-Sylvain Bailly, and the Société des Amis de Noir, the Abbé Grégoire, and Henri de Lafare. Right? There are... Okay, most of these are just locations that are mostly used for, like, they may have some snippets, like at the Église Sainte Marie, but that's it. But yeah, right, snippets. Little snippets of stuff. The Ile de la Cité, the Place Dauphine, sorry, Palais de Justice, Pont-au-Champ, and the Grand Châtelet, right? So we get all these places, all of these places. And then we get silly things, right? We get very silly things. Oh, they are supposed to be cats, not doggos. Why? Fine. They are supposed to be cats. Huh. The watchmaker is terrible. The trumpeter, the violinist, the bassoonist! Wait, that's hysterical. He's got a bassoon! Wait, I love this. Out of 10. So, but you know, I list all of that as just a smart, a brief look at the fact that clearly they care enough about the history they're doing to put encyclopedia entries in this game. Right? fairly self-evidently they do. And yet... that, for some reason, still, like, people will immediately dismiss this as, oh, is just game bro. Like, they're just going, is just a game bro. Why do you care? Right, why do you think we should learn anything from it? Now that particular person, right, should not learn, or should instead try to learn things from this game on the grounds that it is more correct than they are. Despite having robots. But... there still is something deeply interesting to me about the way... how to say this? Right? The way in which games' status as games immediately, like, rejects and defies people's critical thinking skills. Like, it just, like, gets them to turn off their brain. It gets people to turn off their brain and not consider games seriously. Obviously, this show strongly disagrees, because this is literally a thing I am published about. But, as far as it goes, right, the apparently spicy take is, no, we should care about history in media. Like, we should care about, history and its portrayal in media, because we can learn fun things. And so, right, the core old history of this game is founded on some really interesting historical cultural history. Like, it is a thing... I don't know how I didn't get into the right spot. Bill. We are in 1789. We are in mid or late June, 3 days after the... No, sorry, we have a date. We have what day this is happening in. Magistressa. It is June 24th. Or, like, I guess at this point, if it's after midnight, it is June 24th. If it's before midnight, it is June 23rd, 1789. But yeah, right, media kind of shapes how pop culture looks at events in history. Yes, the actual mechanisms of this are extremely complicated, as it turns out. There's a lot of theory written about it, concepts like selective authenticity, or light authenticity, or some combination thereof, that describes a whole bunch of, authenticities and conceptions of what the historical period looks like. Ow. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Ow. Ow. Heck. No pruning. Okay? No pruning. No pruning. Ow. See? Perfect. But yeah, right. Authenticities, selective authenticities, authenticities light. Ooh. I recognize you. I'm not gonna finish that thought, I got distracted. This is Artemis, isn't it? This is a very famous sculpture. Chat, does anyone remember the name of it? Because this, I believe, is a famous Roman statue of Artemis. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, chat, watch this. This is the nope, this is a different one. That's the Mets. It's this one. Come on. Don't. Thank you. Good. It's on the Wikipedia page. It's on the Wikipedia page, which means we can identify exactly where it is. The Diana of Versailles, Roman copy of the Greek sculpture, currently on view in the Louvre. Notably, is in way better condition in real life than it is in this game. That's not something I've really thought about, but, like, the statuary in this game is not in good condition. Sorry, I was in the wrong tab. I have to hit so many buttons, chat. Right, like, look at this, look at how rough this is. I recognized it. Look at how rough of condition this is. It's so worn, and so pockmarked and overgrown, when the actual Roman marble is actually in pretty good condition, all things considered. This is another really famous one. Right? Isn't that Alexander? Does anyone... If anyone remembers the name of it, right, this is another really famous historical piece, and I do not remember who it is. Right, is that supposed to be Louis XIV done up like Alexander? Is that supposed to be Alexander himself? And I just don't remember. Alright, we're having some interesting, productive conversations about... Oh boy. About the game lagging, apparently. But... about... extremism and political opinions? That's Bacchus, isn't it? No. Who is this? Who is this? I know who this is. I recognize so many of these sculptures. Oh. Oh no. Oh buddy. Nah, female. Statues of a female humanoid figure. It does look like Pan, but yeah. Oof. Big oof. And clean cuts too. I'd say an Automata got to work on this one. But man, this is... Oh, hello. Thank you. I don't know who you are to have an essence of a noble spirit. You're Athena, aren't you? You're totally Athena. Thank you, Athena. We're looking for your namesake. I'm sure it's nothing bad. She also has a helm, and there's no other deific figures that carry, deific women. Ah, hell. Get over here. No, don't glitch. Oh good, you got through the door. We don't seem to like having gotten through the door, but, you know, that's fine. That's totally fine. I don't need you to like it. This is so fun! Giant Hakako is extremely nice. Aww. Let me over. Yeah, parkour. Improved petrification grenade. Well, that's exciting. I love the crane. I love that we just have a crane to get all the stuff up onto the upper floor. Oh. And that, like, we are actively in the progress of renovating. Oh no, what did you do to it? Once again. Why would you do that? Crane, why would you miss and break a statue like that? Do the Automata have violent opinions on classical sculpture? Well, evidently they do. I don't know if they're deserved, but they have to. Oh. Oh, wait, I love this. Wait, this is so good. I'm glad we fought it out here so we didn't risk damaging any of these. This is exactly how an 18th century museum space should look, right? Some of it is books, and then around the books we have displays of, like, miniature Roman statuary. And then, in amongst the books, sometimes we have these sorts of objects that have no particular rhyme or reason. Some antiquities, some modern marvels, some ethnographic materials, whatever this dude's face is going on. I really like this room. The only thing there's not enough of is candles, and even then, at least we have a chandelier. Oh, heck. I got baited. That's what you get for baiting me. It's not quite as crowded. Yeah, that's fair. But if it was as crowded as a proper curio cabinet, everyone would have a heart attack. So, that's fine. What it is actually perfectly in line with, though, is how modern museums do Enlightenment-styled galleries. Like, that part is dead on the money, because they don't crowd things as tightly as they would have in the period, in a curio cabinet. Ow. You didn't have to be like this. It didn't have to end like this. It's fine. I'm not exactly worried. Question. How long, and if ever, until we stop calling it the alignment? Oh, that's an ever. That's 100%, we are never going to stop calling it that. We're just going to keep adding disclaimers until the disclaimers are about 15 pages long for a two-word name. I mean, we could call it the slightly longer 18th century, but yeah. I think, practically speaking, it's stuck. Would it be easier to call it the Western European Enlightenment? Well, it'll probably be more accurate. I don't know if that easier is a true statement, but definitely more accurate. Though, even then, right, that's like what? Oh, heck. The dogs are following me. Doggo. Don't do this. They got distracted by all of the, busts. They got distracted by high-quality busts. Oh, there's nothing to do in here apart from hang out. Let me go over here, because I haven't been this way yet. Ow. 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 Again. Come on. Oh, nope, that was way too short. Thank you. Ow. Come on, you don't need to do this to me. No, don't light me on fire. See, only you get lit on fire. Or frozen. Or lit on fire. Be on fire. Go on. Come on, be on fire. Burn to death. I believe in you. Thank you. Is that mean? Maybe. Was that very enjoyable? Yes. Oh, hello. Oh. Thank you for the unlock. And great. Progress. The Age of Atlantic Revolution. Well, I guess depending on when you count the starting point, that's not a bad description. That periodization just feels, right, insofar as periodization is a valid thing that you can do at all, haha, that one still feels weird to me, cause, right, that describes the late 18th and 19th centuries extremely well. IDK how well that works in the... Ah, heck. They delay so long. There we go. Hello? Thank you. Who just shot at me? What? That was a cannon. Where? From where did the cannon just shoot at me? Scusi. Heck. Ah, I countered you better. Bye. I didn't think I went up there yet. Maybe I did and I'm just bad. Oh yeah, I totally did. gold. Improvements. What's up? You're halfway back? Well, I am still here. And I just got back to where I died, so that's fine. And we unlock this. And who do we find in the king's office? Sire, the treachery of the soldiers stated in the Hotel de Invalides is causing a wind of rebellion to blow through your entire army. In these circumstances, I recommend that you apply to your troops the same just and severe measures they have hitherto reserved for seditious members of the Third Estate. Those who do not lay down their lives or remain confined to their barracks must be mercilessly crushed. The salvation of the crown is at stake. Alessandro de Cagliostro. Shiny. Ordinary oil well. Oh. Oh, sir. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh my. What a look.
The lock wasn't forced. Whoever opened it had the key. Monsieur Necker's bonds are still there. There's something engraved on it. H.G. Riquetti. Comte de Mirabeau.
Who could have guessed?
Whoever broke into this safe left behind the most valuable thing in it. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there's things in there that are not that you want. Come on, this makes perfect sense. You're just being obtuse, Aegis. Aegis. Honestly. Does that look vaguely Southeast Asian? Yeah, I could see it. I think it's supposed to be more an amalgamation of a lot of European imagery, right? So like Justice with her scales. And then the king standing underneath Justice. But I definitely see where you get the look of it being like South Asian. And then, right, I don't know, Shiva stomping on a demon or something. Hey buddy, you doing okay? No. 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 Okay. Oh. Wait, what? This is a different place. There's so many places. Oh, sir, you had a bad day. Oh, no. God, this is so fun. Like, this is ridiculous, but in a very fun way. I appreciate how completely over the top they've gone. More Roman stuff. So, where am I? I'm so confused. Like, literally, this place is enormous. They're doing such a good job with it. Like, there's so much I'm liking about this. Alright, that guy's got a bassoon. We gotta be careful, chat. Heck. Rolled. Hey. Heck, ow. Well, I mean, you did exactly what I asked you to. I don't know why I'm surprised. Ow. But I did parry that one. I disagree. Game, I disagree. That one had felt fine. Sense of a warrior spear. Oh. Okay. Liberty or death. Also, what a great shape. What a great case. God, there's... Oh. Hi, buddy. You're okay. Hi, you don't see me, okay? You also don't see me. I don't want to fight that, sickle. Oh! We're here. Amazing. 2 improved flame grenades. So if we open up this door, where do we end up? Here. Look at that. Good level design right there. And then we can keep going this way. Wait, this is the way we came from, isn't it? That's 100% the way we came from. So if we look at what's over this way, we come up with nothing. I bet we come up with... No. Oh, we come up with... Go through this door. Yep, I knew it was there too. I don't know why I jumped. Ow. Let me free you. And there's that. Hooray! Alright, well, once again, this is proof. Oh, chat, I'm so sorry for the lag. I don't know what, I can't do anything about it, so I hope those fights were not unwatchably bad. Oh, I only just noticed how bad it is. Oh no. Oh no. It looked like it did have a birdcage, yes. I'm here. Wait, that's amazing. Look at that level design. Ow. So chat, here's what's so amazing about this. Where we came out. Boom. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Hey look, we're back at the, we're back at the wagon. And we have enough stuff to do an upgrade, which means we actually have enough stuff to upgrade one of these. Boom. At max level, we're 1 Aura Halcyon block away from being able to upgrade that. Boutique, sell. No. We are selling warrior spirits. 1, 2, 3. Noble spirits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gives us enough stuff to do either upgrades to our attributes. Or purchase another Aura Halcyon. Thank you. Upgrades, we're at 5,000, so we're only a few away from being able to upgrade the other... I need another bismuth. Boutique. Purchase. Bismuth. 1. Okay. Then... what other things do we have to do here? Oh, of course, we got loads of things to do there. Confront the Count the Mirabeau. I still have to confront Mirabeau? Where is he? Is he at his house? Oh, if he's at his house on the other side of this area, I'm going to be furious. What is he doing out here? Senor. Are they doing Aura Halcyon as a gold mystery metal rather than gold like copper alloy? It seems to be that way, doesn't it? Ah, heck. I overshot what I could actually do with this. Heck. Over here. Over here. Through here. Through this garden. Just get out of the way. Thank you. If I could land a sneak attack, that would have been worth it. I failed, so out of here. I am gone. I'm gone. I'm leaving. This is the last you'll see of me. Goodbye. I said goodbye. I already said goodbye. You don't need to keep chasing me. Like, honestly. Do that to cancel the thing. Heck. 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 Hide. Run faster. So much running. We'll use a carriage token for this, I think. Because Mirabeau's townhome should be just up here. Now, sir. Sir.
I have just come from the Tuileries. The Armoire de Fer has been ransacked.
Diable. Someone beat us to it. This is very unfortunate. God only knows what we would have found there.
Whoever it was had to fight for it. I found a body there, killed by automats.
Mon Dieu. How dreadful.
Dreadful indeed. Especially since I discovered this in the victim's hand.
Uh-oh.
And what is that, pray tell?
A dueling pistol. With your name engraved on its plate.
Oh, May we? You're right. It is my pistol. It was stolen along with a number of other things. It happened just before the Estates General at my lodgings in Versailles. But how on earth did my weapon end up in the hands of this poor soul?
I am certain we will find an explanation. Those letters you have. You were about to throw them in the fire, weren't you?
They belong to me, and I shall do with them as I see fit.
God, this guy is
I
so
don't
scummy. I
have to
love
explain
it.
myself to you.
I do find it curious how you left the convent without telling anyone. How those letters seem to weigh so heavily in your hands.
Chat, we have the option to question him or threaten him. Which one is it? God, he's so scummy. Question him or threaten him? Question him? Definitely threaten. Well, at least we're thorough in our answers, chat. Anyone else want to chime in? God. I mean, right, this dude... Mirabeau is, historically, not a good person. Right. He... absolutely a self-interested, not particularly radical. He's involved with the, Estates General, mostly, out of necessity, rather than any particular desire. So I'm glad that they're leading into just the fact, and as soon as the French Revolution ends, he kind of, like, bows out of the picture and realizes this could end badly for him. What the heck, Threaten?
I don't know if you went to the Armoire de Fer in person, but I do know that you were behind the theft.
How dare you accuse me? I didn't know that this Armoire de Fer even existed.
You're lying. You will tell me the truth, willingly or by force.
Just how do you intend to force me? Do you think I fear you? I, who had the courage to defy 8 centuries of monarchy at the Estates General? Do as you please, but you won't get anything more from me.
Wait, he actually sounds French. Aww. We failed.
Whether willingly or by force.
You're wasting...
Oh. I understand. Fair enough. I understand why you are not afraid of me anymore. Well, so that failed. What other options does this tell us? Alright, we can return there. Well then. Make off with his wig? Brilliant. Flawless suggestion. We also have, by the way, new things. Which are okay. They're not great, but they're okay. Or the King's Secret Service. Yeah. Don't love either of those. We'd have to subcontract to either a boy or a monkey, unfortunately. True, true. Alright, we did everything we could there. Next up. We have a bunch of things we can do in Les Invalides. We can do a couple of things in the La Cité. And that's about it. I want to hit up Nicolas Flamel, so let's do that. Let's go to Les Invalides and see if we can't find you know, more information.
They fled in that direction. I should be able to find a way in.
What is...
I have already passed by the Église Sainte-Marie. I can get back there quickly from here.
But there's also a warehouse. Hail Hydrate, thank you. Thank you for making me drink water. Voila. Water has been drank. And let's see, what else do we have to do? Journal says, that's high, that's incorrect. The hangar near the factories. Well, these are the factories. And so somewhere over here there is a hangar. No. Well, these guys are easy. You ever want to cameo on Rolling with Difficulty? I mean, if Austin is interested in having me on. I am certainly not opposed to that, right? As with most overly sarcastic adjacent things, ZX, I am happy to, as long as whenever they actually want that. And so, I mean, I love D&D. I don't have time for D&D as much as I like D&D. But, it is absolutely, I think I would be, like, long-term interested in. Ow. For when I have more time on my hands, which is, you know, never gonna happen, but that's fine. More time's an illusion. Heck. I didn't actually want to drop there, did I? I played with D&D with anyone from OSP before? Yeah. I haven't gone to play with Blue before, I have gone to play with Red before. Oh, that was not the button. Red is crazy good at D&D, right? If it's not clear from Rolling with Difficulty, Red is crazy good at it. Now I'm curious what hangar they speak of. Is that a hangar? Oh, and this dude. Thank you for the tier 1 gift sub. Oh no. Woohoo! But yeah, right, you don't necessarily... I don't know, right, I haven't gone to play with either of them, like, recently. There are hopes and plans and dreams, but, who has time? But as far as it goes, right, we are all extremely, all into the same things. That's why we're friends in the first place. And so... yeah, I don't know, what... once I actually ran a game for Red, and a couple other friends. It was Paranoia, though. If you know anything about Paranoia, right, you know what to expect. And it was a good time, right? Lots of murder. Lots of murder happened. Anyway. This is the forge, not the factories. Hello, Dildra. I'm glad to see you got your Twitch login stuff figured out. I know you were having some trouble with that, so I'm glad to see you around. It never occurred to me that someone could be good at D&D. Ha. I mean, it's all relative, right? But red is just very good at like the mechanics of it, and so is able to do a lot of fun things. Kind of low, kind of secret rare magic Pathfinder game in medieval Germany. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds so fun. Now then. Where is the path I need to go? Give me a path. Give me an anything. I wish to locate this hangar so I can move on. Ooh, I just missed this. Well, that's exciting. A module key. That's actually incredibly hype. Goodbye. Trying to set up a game. Who doesn't know what a D4 is while playing a cleric? I mean, yeah, that's right. The joys of beginners are that, you know, sometimes miss things the rest of us think are obvious, but prayers that they will pick it up, and hopes that they will continue to have fun. Right, that they will not get frustrated at how many things there are to learn, and instead get excited by it. Alright, this dude. We will see you later. Right. Much of what I play is these days, when I do get to play D&D, which is not super often, just because I don't have time, because I'm hanging out with you guys, right? I'm hanging out with you guys all of my spare time to do like leisure things. It turns out, don't have a lot of other time to do leisure things because of that. But that's okay. I made this choice. I will stick with it. Ooh, well that was sneaky. But yeah, because I don't get to very often. Right, what I do get to play is often with just a one-shot of whoever is around, and so inevitably there ends up being a lot of beginners, a lot of initial explanation, a lot of setup time, and that is okay. I feel like I should have seen the thing already, though. If I was in the right spot, I feel like I would have already seen it. Warehouse by the stream. Zoe, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, where is this hangar by the factories? I feel like I should have already seen it. They made it all the way to the forge without a note. Is there something over here? Oh. Well, I'm dumb. It's apparently just... What? Oh.
This coat of arms. It's from the Bastille.
Okay. What do you mean I'm just examining things randomly in this area? What? Huh? I thought they were going to be inside something. No, they're just around.
Barrels were stored here and rolled away. These grooves prove it. It would appear that Monsieur Lavoisier's gunpowder was taken to the Bastille. Traces of gunpowder.
A bloody uniform scrap, and bronze ingots and cast irons. Okay. Well, that was dumb of me, but that's okay. What are we up to next? Journals, side quests. Not for the future of the kingdom. Yeah, actually. The Hotel des Envedis. And the Église Saint-Jacques de la Boucherie. Okay. So we need to go through here, I believe. This is fine. Still fine. I made a wrong turn. Still fine. Not fine. Not fine. Alright. Take number 10. Where are we going? Barrel stolen, and your first line is that this is a Donkey Kong level. Incredible. 10 out of 10. Good thought. Let's see. Oh, hello. No. Why would you let me think I wanted to do that? Honestly. Let's see, this should put us in the vicinity of the church, right? Yes. Yes. So we shall sleep. And, having slept, we shall go back up here and look for the relevant, entry to the catacombs. Hello.
Some worshippers were able to escape the automats. They ran towards the entrance to the catacombs.
Shocking. Absolutely staggering information that. I could never figure that out from the extremely obvious everything. Well then. Attempt number 2. The key to the Sainte Marie ossuary. So that let us in here? That lets us in here. We've got 2 things. Right, we should have 2 things down here. We should have the, the clues as to whether his wife survived this. Historically, she does. And then we should have Nicholas Flamel, which should be a great time. Also, we get to go into the catacombs, which is always a good time. That's been one of the things I like super want to do and have not particularly had a chance to, is to actually go into a monastic catacombs. Because I got close to being allowed to. I was in the right place on a day when the catacombs were open, and then my bus was going to leave too soon. That was in Granada? I was going to get to see Granada's Catholic catacombs, but they were like a mile and a half outside of the... mile and a half outside of the city. And I did not have time to get there at the end of Mass, to go into the catacombs, and then get back into town before my bus left at 12:15. So they're sadly still in the want to do, not the have done. Also, that's a lot of bones. Like, I know the idea of the catacombs is spooky, scary skeleton city, but that's a lot of bones. And it's not like the catacombs are, like, super old in this period. Like... Ow. 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 Like, they're a little bit old, but not most. Ow. Well, a couple... Actually, how old are they? Because they're not medieval, right? The thing is, the catacombs are younger than, like, the Middle Ages, so... In a lot of ways, they're quite young as entities for the Parisian catacombs at large, but they're... Well, they're certainly not like this. The idea that even a relatively old catacombs would have this many bones is a bit ridiculous. Now let's see, we have graves. Okay, this part I like, right? We have floor graves, sarcophagus, floor graves. Right, we should have floor graves basically everywhere, and then we should have wall niches for some of these. We don't seem to have a lot of wall niches, we seem to instead be, well, never mind, there's one right there. Well, that was close. I feel like we should have, no, those are just skylights, never mind. We should have more niches like this. Oh. Hey. And then we have things like this. I don't like that there aren't, like, people laid out on this, that's literally just a mass. But as far as it goes, right, these ledges that are just lined with skeletons, I don't hate. Looks aesthetically hype, and also is not completely implausible. As far as I know. Don't quote me on that. Chat, we are getting outside of my comfort area here in terms of history. Mortuary practice in early modernity is a very specific thing, but they are doing the looks of it quite well. Hey, there are the wall niches. Good wall niches. Also, I love that this is all, you know, a little bit... I guess there are... this church must have catacombs by the 15th century, because that's when Nicholas Flamel dies. So, let me just think on that. Yeah. Because, right, he historically lived in, like, the late 14th and early 15th century. He sold manuscripts in Paris. That was his job. You love how the walking sounds like wet bones. Well, that's distressing. Thank you for sharing. And yeah. Crunch, 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 crunch. That's a look. Also, welcome to the stream. We are a historically focused stream because, contrary to the Steam forums, this is obviously a game that you can learn some history from. And so we are just hanging out, talking history, on a variety of stuff. Oh, heck. Ow! I got ganked! Oh no! Well, at least I'm just right here. This way. With feeling. And running fast. Whee! Hey you, jerk. Out of the way. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for getting out of the way. Well, I made the wrong turn. Panic. Never mind, no panic, we're good. Everything's fine. This is fine. We're all chill here. Yes? Yes. Yes. Maybe. Definitely. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, we are right back to where we were, this time with feeling. Sure. He covers so much ground! Oh my god, he reaches so far. I gotta get him off of this pillar. Oh god, it's all on fire. Well, that was a lot. Thank you for the urns. Please don't. Oh, also, chat, Wolfie just dropped in a link to the Discord. The official Ludo Historians Discord, if you wish to join and hang out with us outside of stream time. Do make sure you follow that link. It's also in the description if you are watching the VOD on YouTube. Walls of Bones. Hello, Walls of Bones. Oh, you're so aesthetic. The lighting in this is such a good look. The level designers for this game are so good at their jobs. It makes me almost mad how good they are. Like, holy mackerel. They do so much. Oh. What? We just got here. Alright. That's amazing.
So Madame Necker escaped. I must inform her husband immediately.
Great. Hooray. She's okay, chat. She survived. Unlock this. And then run away from the bassoon. Scary bassoon. Ah, sorry. Wait, sorry. It's a low bass. Ah. Rolled. Why does the bassoon spew fire? It's a woodwind. I didn't think about this. But now that I have thought about this, why does the machine... And then... east of the Châtelet. I don't remember where that is. Now we have to go to a different church for the catacombs. Or for the crypt, I suppose. for whatever the heck is going on here. Okay. Oh, is it daytime now? You know, I didn't realize that it actually... Oh, no, it still is nighttime. Just for a brief moment, it looked like it was daytime. Okay. So. Heck. What do, where, go, how words? I don't remember this map well enough. Can I zoom in on the song already? No. Oh, Flamel's crypt is in the city. Never mind, that's fine. We just have to find the riders who are at the hotel. Right. Let's see. Where is it? Journal. Side quests. For the future of the kingdom. The garrison at the Hotel des Invalides. Nice try. Well, I guess we'll just head this way. That seems fine. Nerds. Then, where's this garrison? Heck. I don't remember how to get to the... I don't remember how to get from here around. That's just the catacombs. That's not the right spot. Heck. Heck. It's not there. It's not here. I remember I have to go over something, and I don't remember what or where that something is. That's a wall. Chad is just fully playing D&D. Congratulations. Well, let's head over this way. This seems fine. This seems to be still fine. We'll go through here, I guess. See if that does anything for me. I've got to win this fight. What the heck? Well, I can't say that fight went well, but it went. Oh, we bust through here, which puts us up here, which lets us go across here, which puts us on the bay. For some things we can pick up that we had not picked up yet in order to get across to the hotel. Beautiful. Ow, not so beautiful. Not at all so beautiful. Okay. Still, we should easily be able to cross this here, assuming I'm not bad. Boom. We are now at the Hotel des Invalides. So somewhere in here we should have some writers. And they should be very dead. Let's see. Up here. Into the courtyard here. Ow. I could have just crossed over here. I'm dumb. That's fine. That's fine. This is fine. Wonder if this whole
Not a single one escaped.
Oh. I want you to go to Saint Louis for the south of Mulhouse. I forbid you and your men to speak to passengers. You'll trust them to the Uhlans of Heukmanhäuser, who will be waiting for you at the staging post in Moitié de Lafayette. This whole time, I did a whole loop of the level when I could have just gone through the open doorway. I have no words. No one said I was good at games, or sensible, reasonable directionings. Your Majesty, as it is evident I have lost your confidence and my official dismissal is long in coming, I beg you to relieve me from the duties of my ministry. I sincerely hope blah blah blah. Letters of resignation. Anyway, I think that answers an earlier question of whether they were using hussars in a general term or a specific term, and answers it towards the specific of that they are specifically looking at like a Polish-Prussian mercenary. They got an upgrade. There used to be just random scrubs over here. Like, hold on a minute. I mean, it still is a scrub, but there used to be weaker scrubs over here. That is fine, though. We have finished off another side quest. And with another side quest, we have gotten a note. We must rescue the children from the Orleanists if there's still time, or if I could get my hands on that rat Marat. I find a way to make him talk, believe me. Well, unlucky, unlucky. Weapons. We have the cash? Yes. We have the materials? Yes. We have upgraded that. We lack the cash to upgrade any of the rest of these, but we have plenty of bronze ingots to do so, when we feel like it. But first, we shall travel to La Cité. You are back with pasta. Welcome back. We found the horsemen. They were Prussian. They were dead. I don't know that that's good news, but it is news. Now we have work to do in La Cité. Maybe. If this loads. I believe in it. God, these side quests are fun. Like, I know that they are not necessarily important, but they are fun. And we've got some work to do over here. Oh. Thank you, sir. Goodbye. Oh, is Saint-Denis just open now? Wait, what's over here? No. Don't do that. Thank you. Thank you for not doing that. That would be a no. It is not open yet. Let me in! Let me in! No. Unless, of course, there's something to be done up here. There is not. It is merely a path back up to... Well, that was an interesting move. And the Quartier de Saint-Denis is a no-go. And what am I actually doing in here? I'm doing something specific in this region, aren't I? Flamel's tomb is east of the Châtelet. Townhouse, west. I don't have a direction. I don't have a... Oh, perfect. There is now just a busted open wall. That solves that problem in its entirety. Beautiful. Extremely beautiful. Now die. God, the fact that it makes little whoop sounds is incredibly cute. So cute. Oh heck. So not cute. That's an axe. Trumpets are cute weapons. Axes are not cute weapons. Learn the difference. Jeez. I swear, some robots seem to think that I'll praise them for the barest minimum. No pizzazz, you know? You know? See, now a violin that's covered in ice, that's pizzazz. A face made out of an organ, also pizzazz. I mean, I feel bad for the violin, but that's neither here nor there. The question is, does it got style? And as a weapon, it's got style. You're stuck, aren't you? Well, that was unfortunate for him, not for me. I mean, organ is almost undoubtedly the easiest instrument to be, like, setting up for. Like, out of any thing to be making an automata for, an organ is far and away the easiest, because you don't need to worry about, you know, space. The entire thing is kind of you get the mechanics to work so that you get air going through pipes. If the answer is yes, congratulations, you now have a relevant automata. If the answer is no, please try again. Keep trying until the answer is yes, and then you have made a relevant automata. Okay. Now. I should have been more careful. I did dodge that. I disagree. That's fine. This is fine. See, this is fine. Not my best fight I've ever done, but might be good enough. I will say, there is something intensely satisfying about when you land one of these. Nah. No way, dude. You're not gonna make me immediately go into one of those fights. Rolled. Ow. Good. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. That was much easier than I thought it would be. Anyway, we have made it to the hotel. We will now make it inside the hotel. And I will be once again awed at how huge this inside is. Come on, give me new stuff. I want new stuff. 1789 Royal Musket. La Rouerie Carmagnole and La Rouerie Rouellerie? I don't remember. I don't remember. Equipment. What I do care about is the equipment. And the equipment says we have a lightning musket now. Hee. Wait, why does that do frost damage? Oh, lightning vortex does fulmination damage. Gotcha. Gotcha. We also have a new tricorn. Inspired by the tricorns worn out the sumptuous fetes held in Versailles under the patronage of Monsieur Garel, the ballet master. counter-alchemical device reduces the effect of alchemical flame attacks. Rouerie from Rouen, I assume. This blue leather carmagnole is a reproduction of a coat worn by the Marquis de la Rouerie's troops. He was a Breton nobleman who opposed the demands of the Third Estate. And again, chat, we look at this and we go, ah yes, the extremely non-historical all of this.
The field with the dead tree. I might be able to stop this experiment.
To gross Caillou. Bill. Fine. Fine. We gotta go back to Les Invalides for that. I suppose that's okay. Let me out. Let me out! Hey, look. Actually, though, did I miss something in here? Because I feel like there should be a way out. And there isn't. Break the windows. Oh. We're a conscientious robot, and we don't, break the windows. That's fine, I guess. We were standing a few inches off the ground while reading that note. Yeah, well. What do you want from me? Sometimes we just gotta be magic about it. Okay. So, we are now back here. Being back here, we can head this way. And then this way. This way, I believe. Nope, not this way. Ah. Ow. Over here. And a Vestal. Hooray! What's my situation? My situation's not good health-wise. That's fine. I believe in us. I think we're good enough. Have a lot else useful over here. Ow. Come on. Alright, ZX, have a good night, my friend. And that's two of them. Maybe I just don't want to fight them. What did you think about that? Huh? Ow. That appears to be what you think about that. Probably should have seen that one coming. Well. Tricked. I'm gonna head back this way now, bye. if I just don't want to? Huh? What if I just don't want to? See? Easy. Freedom. Escape. Aw. Say hi back. I am doing well. I hope she is too. Ow. Ooh. A new secret. Sewers! More sewer exploration! What is in these sneaky sewers? Is it a... Oh god. It's a scary guy with an axe. Oh, not what I was hoping was in these sewers, TBH. Hoping for basically anything else, actually. Even though I did kind of bully him in the end. I did a little bit bully that robot. But I was still hoping for not that in these sewers. There's an upper level. These sewers are complicated, chat. These robots carry axes and dock pilings. Have they been disassembling docks along the Seine? I think that's supposed to mean that they started as assembling docks along the Seine. And then, you know, stopped doing that. Thank you. I really wanted to get fulminated today. Sure. Oh, there's a manhole cover. And then there's the place this is the place I came up, right? No, this is a different place. What secrets lie across here? A frost grenade. That was less than Wellman. TBH. And across here? We get more exciting secrets. Hello. Maybe. This place is so red. Why is this place so red? Who put... These candles are not making this room place red. There's no way. Well, that was exciting. That didn't actually help me, but that was exciting. This should, however, put me close to Pont-Neuf, which can let me get across to the Châtelet, and across from the Châtelet means... Good things for me? I think this is a good thing for me. Now I'm on Ile de la Cité. I don't actually remember how to get to the Châtelet, but that's fine. Ow. I probably should have healed over there, huh? Do I need to take that other bridge? I feel like I need to take that other bridge. This definitely looks backwards, doesn't it? Because yeah, this is an out, not an in. I just don't remember where this is an out from. From here. I don't remember where I'm going, chat. This whole time, and I super do not remember where I am going or what I'm hoping to do. Look, hello, sleepy artist. It is good to see you. I hope you are keeping well, as we are currently going in search of stuff. I'll be honest, exactly what stuff is a matter of some debate, but stuff. How do I get through that way? I see we are still having technical issues, but... yeah, okay, this isn't it. This sure isn't it. Whatever I was trying to do, I don't think that's going to get me up there. Because otherwise I have to go up, all the way back, and then all the way back around. I don't trust that. What if debate is the stuff we're looking for? I don't know. I can't help you with that. We're being chill today. Chill vibes. Running fast. Not dying. A chest? Oh. A chest that is definitively not open. You can't reach me up here. How did I miss a shiny? Hi, shiny. Rip. Heck. Controls, please. Control? Yay. Another shiny that we just missed the first time. Okay. The Hephaestus batons. Do I want to know? Hephaestus batons. Have a special, a ranged attack. That is, shoot people with fire. Fair enough. What else can I do? Is this where I just came from? This is where I just came from. Maybe. No, this is the other side of the wall. Perfect. This is perfect. This is where I want to be. This is not where I came from. This is where I am trying to get to. We figured it out. And then we should need to cross this to get to the Chatelet. Ow. This place is scary. They don't actually do that much damage, but there's... I think this is the way I need to go to. Chat, do you remember? Is the Chatelet across the bridge? Or is it over here? I feel like it's across the bridge. I feel like overall this is vastly more likely. I am also going very much the, you know, quote-unquote intended way. Yeah, here it is. I'm going the intended way when I'm not always sure that going the intended way is the preferred option. Because I'm supposed to have a quick run back. I feel like I was very much supposed to have a quick run back here, and did not take advantage of it. Now, I wish I also knew which direction was east. Right, so somewhere, it's supposed to be just near the Chatelet, I believe, for our side quest. Right, Hotel de Ville. Because this is important, and we can't not do that. Like, under no circumstances could we simply not... Ow. Right. We can't not do that, but I don't know what direction I'm supposed to be... Yeah, they're supposed to be here again. So facing away from the river, it's to my right, so... In other words, I actually want to be over on this side of it. Right, facing away from the river, so it's over that way, right? The place I'm supposed to go is somewhere over that direction. Say through this suspicious gate that I can't get through. Let me in. Oh wait, I can get through. Say right here. Every time. Ow. Jerk. Oh yeah. Well, we made it. I won't say that that was pretty or a fine example of my navigational skills, chat, but we did make it into the correct place. So that's fun. And from this correct place, we end up, hopefully soon, in the crypt, where we can find Nicholas Flamel. Now, Nicholas Flamel, chat, is a character that I know slightly more about. Mostly on the grounds that, who would not be, right? With the amount of pop cultural oomph Flamel actually has, thanks in no small part to the series that shall not be named, in the 21st century at least. He is just extremely significant, and it is unsurprising that a game would go for him. He's also significant before then for being the supposed, at least attributed alchemist that we have the most information about. Because he actually lived. He was a real person. He dies in, like, roughly 1412. He dies in the early 15th century. I'll just leave. I won't get more precise than that. Heck, the doggos. And by doggos, I mean cados. He lived in Paris, which is extremely cool of him. But yeah, he, at the time period, is not known as an alchemist, right? He's known because we have a bunch of economic records for him, for selling manuscripts. Like, he was a artisan in Paris, working first and foremost in the production and sale of manuscripts, which is extremely cool, and good on him for. But it's not alchemy. It's distinctly something else than alchemy. Paracelsus was also a real alchemist. Well, yes. I'm not saying that most alchemists are totally fictional, but rather that it is hard to get one that is both that we can get a solid, unembellished look at their life, because they are entirely the legends about them. Right, Paracelsus, I would say, falls into that category much more. There's not a lot that we can treat as evidence of Paracelsus as seen right in his contemporaries when he was alive. And there's a lot more that we can see about Paracelsus as the legendary gnomish alchemist with a ton of texts attributed to him. And by gnomish, I mean he literally comes up with the idea of gnomes. But yes, right, I would say definitely Paracelsus is one we know more about than Flamel, but, you know, they're both in that category of we know a surprising amount about these people. Thing is, right, all the attributions of him, of big alchemical texts attributed to Flamel, and the idea that he is an expert alchemist, and XYZ other stuff, all show up about 200 years after he dies. It's all 17th century, right? It's people looking for a pedigree for their alchemical work in the early modern period, started attributing stuff to Flamel. Which is, you know, neat. But not quite necessarily something not necessarily the thing we were hoping for at least as far as alchemy goes, and for ideas of late medieval alchemy. What this does a lot more is tell us about early modern alchemy, which has a lot of oomph behind it, right? By the 18th century, everyone's extremely suspicious of alchemy. And, you know, it is seen from a state perspective of being in a weird spot. But it remains uncertain that that is a thing that they want. Ow. Jerk. Bigger jerk. I nearly died there. Not that would have mattered, because I just saved. But, you know, it's the principle of the thing. Yo, where were we? Right. Great Desecration, Grave Robbing. Wait. No. Early Modern Alchemy. Right. And by early modern, I suppose by this point I actually mean early modern, not early modern. Periodization is bad. But 18th century. Right. Governments and nobility have broadly started being incredibly suspicious of alchemy, though I say that at the same time as Cagliostro, Mesmer, etc., and other pseudosciences, pseudoscientists were becoming successful and popular. So, take that with a grain of salt. But alchemy as such was falling out of favor. To that end, there seems to be a significant interest in, right, creating this aged pedigree. And, Flamel is part of that aged... Heck. This aged and noble pedigree. That was the wrong button. But Isaac Newton is 100 years earlier, right? Right, he's 17th century, brushing into the 18th century, but mostly 17th century. And so, right, by the time of the French Revolution, right, things have changed significantly. But yeah, kind of a consequence of having to, you know, justify your own existence to that extent is, well, that you have to create an incredibly, like, prominent pedigree for yourself, and so Flamel, historical figure, and, I guess, mostly just a guy, I'll be honest. Heck, I fed, I shouldn't have done it that way. That's fine. Get down here. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, ultimately the idea of creating this learned pedigree that goes back to antiquity is very much a medieval phenomenon. But, gotta say, not really an unfamiliar idea, right? Creating something ancient and noble to justify your own research is kind of the modus operandi of way too many people. And way too many industries that are trying to be like, oh yes, look at how cool we are. But yes, Nicholas Flamel, the historical figure, is buried in the crypt of this church.
I will go to the Tuileries and follow the directions on the receipt. It also mentions the Quartier du Saint-Eustache and Rue Saint-Honoré.
So, what it almost certainly is not, is this. This is too big. This is too grand. This is getting too spooky. This is, you know, grand churchman, occultist, alchemist, honored person, saint. Hi, I'd like to not, please? Help. Go away. You're not welcome. You're also not welcome. Go away. Bye. Alchemical capsules, check. Light and stuff, check. And a way out, check. Heck, scary fight. Ow. He keeps spinning! Oh god, he's spinning for so long. Did he kill everybody? He killed everyone relevant. Thank you, fire dude. Ow. We also intend to kind of bully him. Ow. Alright. We did it. We unlock this, and we have finished off everything to be done here. So let's get out of here. Because I don't feel like being here anymore. And we have the carriage thing for a reason. Bup, bup. Isn't there something right over here that needs doing, actually? Journal. Nope. Cloutier. Alright. Yo. Future. Marat. Marai. Well. Yes. Gnomes, sylphs, undines, and... God, there's it. Yeah, you're right. There is a fire elemental that Paracelsus is also responsible for, isn't there? Heck. Oh good, Mirabeau is here again. Let's turn in our stuff that we did today. It's not Ifrit. Ifrit is a Islamic word. It's also not salamander. Because, yeah, it's not... The reason why it's not either of those, like, salamanders are well-attested in medieval bestiaries, and Ifrit is an Arabic term. So as we turn stuff in, we have a request for a compliment and a nitpick. So the compliment on the game's perspective is, of course, a lot of these write-ups are actually quite good. There is a
Monsieur
lot...
le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss...
Goodbye. Necker, I've got a bunch for you.
Monsieur Necker.
Madame?
But yeah, right,
Eh bien. You come bearing good news?
Your wife. You may rest easy, monsieur. Your wife escaped the massacre.
Sorry, I had a thought and I lost
left you
it.
this
Let me
letter.
think. Let me think.
Dieu. She's going to meet our daughter and son-in-law at our charity hospital.
She may already be there.
Madame, I did not dare to dream of such an outcome.
Aw.
My wife and daughter.
Can you imagine?
The nitpick is, of course,
I thought I had
that their
lost both of them.
animation on
The
these
three of us
characters
will be able to
doesn't
leave the
quite
kingdom
communicate
and
the
put
emotion
these
that these
horrors
should have.
behind us forever.
What about the bonds?
But it is a nitpick.
Oh, the bonds. Do with them as you see fit. As long as the king does not use them. As for me, I'm going to find my family at once. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I pray that your efforts will be successful. Adieu, madame. Adieu.
Minister Necker has given his bonds to me.
That's quite a nice little sum. Can you imagine? That's 1/5 of the kingdom's entire wealth.
Oh, jeez.
Wealth that the king squanders for his personal benefit according to his whim.
Oh, jeez. British Robespierre.
Monsieur Necker certainly has been very generous to his adoptive country.
Generous? I have my doubts. The loan was granted
Oh,
at a
jeez.
very high rate. So high, in
It
fact,
is so
that it would
much.
have dug the deficit into
And,
an even deeper
okay,
state
no,
of
you know what?
abyss.
Here's the compliment.
Eh bien, monsieur.
They're giving us time
To what use shall we employ this boonful fortune?
If I could spend it, I'd do
Explore,
everything I could to return to the people that confiscated
the actual
freedom.
political
To
philosophies
begin,
of these people
I would
and
get them the
debates
bread they
of
so
this period.
sorely need.
Right?
It is only after
Even
the
as we're
scourge
only
of
letting
famine has been
significant
vanquished
figures
that
have
armed
significant
patriots
lines.
might then be able to
That's pretty
rise
cool.
up
That's a
against
nice way of
despotism.
incorporating that
And
history
where will you
beyond the
find wheat?
Codex.
Robespierre, will you steal it from under the noses of the automats who have sworn to destroy the human race? As for arming the people, this is another one of your delusions. How could your ragged pack of wretches win any sort of battle that be
Lafayette,
unable to
please.
lift a sword?
When you insult the people, you insult me, Monsieur de Lafayette.
I
Lafayette,
am not
please.
insulting anyone, Robespierre. But I happen to know what it takes to fight. Unlike you. Monsieur, I was but a lad of 15 when I took up arms. And everyone here knows my role in the liberation of America from British rule. If you allow me to dispose of these bonds, I will found an army that will annihilate the Clockwork King's diabolical machines. As soon as I have the opportunity to leave Paris, I will rally the officers and troops that are stationed in the provinces. Then, I will call for a mass uprising. I will have more than enough money to pay their wages and procure the weapons we need.
And you will have obedient troops at your beck and call.
Wait.
Ready to repress
Robespierre.
anyone who challenges your power.
These troops will only serve the will of the people. I swear it.
Are you sure that the king has spared the rest of the kingdom, Monsieur le Marquis?
I am almost
No,
certain of it,
Wikipedia is
Robert.
saying that Paracelsus did
Despite
associate
all of
with
his
the fire.
resources, the king does not have enough manpower to occupy all the garrisons in the country.
Aegis, no member of this assembly can force your hand.
It's
The
my
choice
money.
is yours.
I upgrade
to whom will you
me.
entrust Monsieur Necker's bonds?
Oh no, chat. We have to decide whether we're giving Lafayette or Robespierre the king's bonds. Who suddenly gets an exorbitant amount of wealth? Who deserves the exorbitant amount of money? Why can't we just keep it low? True. Big true. Robespierre seems like a trustworthy fellow. I mean, Lafayette is already rich. Robespierre is a lawyer, but he's not nobility. Look, he needs a new coat, right? His coat is fine, but we need to get him some color. Get him that deep maroon velvet coat that he deserves, right? Also stripy pants. Right? Right.
Maximilien de Robespierre, I have chosen to entrust this fortune to you.
Very well, madame. I promise that I will use it for one purpose only. Freedom for the
Building
people and by
guillotines!
the people.
Wait.
When a monarch violates the people's most fundamental rights, insurrection is their most sacred and indispensable duty. But we must be wary of warmongers, who claim to defend our happiness.
Bon sang, am I the only one who is weary of hearing these tiresome monologues?
For they wish only to silence us, and take their own turn at playing tyrant.
Congratulations, Aegis. You've chosen a speechifier as Commander-in-Chief. I am sure the king will be delighted to hear this. He need not fear for his throne now.
I'm sorry, Lafayette. I'm sorry. I'm not that sorry. This will be very funny when he runs
Have you
guillotine
found my
to
mother?
No, not yet.
Remember,
yes.
I found a broken cane. It says Franciscus Antonius on it. Do you know who it belongs to?
well, I never. Yes, I know. the
Oh, we're
owner,
not gonna get the...
And I'm willing to bet you're looking for a certain François Antoine.
That's right.
Well, you'd need to look a little further east, mademoiselle. Across the Rhine for a start.
no
Because
beast
this
of
cane
Gavroche.
belongs, or belonged, to a certain Franz Anton Mesmer.
Oh, crap.
Mesmer, the prince of charlatans.
Good heavens. It's been a long time since I've heard his
Mother.
name.
5 years to be exact since your learned commission.
Lavoisier is part of the
denounced
commission
his theories.
that
It wasn't
disproves
long after
Mesmer,
that
as
when he
described
disappeared.
elsewhere.
Can you tell me more about Mesmer?
He was a mystical healer who was once popular with the upper class. I myself attended several of his sessions.
You mentioned a commission.
The king did not look kindly on the healer's popularity within the court.
Well, what
This
changed?
led him to appoint a commission from the Royal Academy of Sciences.
An institution to which Monsieur Bailly and I have the honor to belong. We were asked to investigate his alleged powers.
No, no.
The experiments that we performed allowed us to determine
Just
that Monsieur
gonna not
Mesmer's
mention
activities
the
were
other
pure
member of the
charlatanism,
commission?
a conclusion that
The
destroyed
American?
his successful career the moment it was published.
But there was something, Sylvain. A tiny flow of energy that my devices were
Ben
able
Franklin?
to measure.
Any
My
Ben
dear
Franklins in the
colleague,
chat?
Must I remind you again that we were never able to reproduce your observations? It was obviously a momentary failure of your equipment.
Perhaps. I'd like to be sure of it.
When and how did Monsieur Mesmer disappear?
The denunciation of his techniques was the start of a long descent into hell for Monsieur Mesmer. He was abandoned by his clients and resumed his research in virtual secrecy. I think he was hoping to perfect his so-called science and restore his
You're gonna guess
reputation with the
Jefferson? No, no, no,
Academy.
no, no.
A hope that led him to
Jefferson
associate
was
himself
not an
with that dastardly
experimenter. He was a
Cagliostro.
speechifier.
God only
And not
knows what experiments
particularly
they may
good
have
about
carried out.
that. He was
In any
mostly a
case,
speechwriter.
Their collaboration did not last long. Monsieur Mesmer left the kingdom overnight to return to his mother country.
Why did he leave so quickly?
That is a mystery. But those who saw him that morning say it was as if he had the devil at his heels.
This is true. He left in such a hurry that he abandoned everything he owned.
Yeah.
Furniture, belongings, and scientific
Yeah,
equipment.
Ben Franklin.
And it seems that Cagliostro has inherited this treasure.
Is that so? Well, if what you say is true, that broken cane must have passed into the Count's hands.
Yes, it's likely.
This adventurer from who knows where is quite the mysterious character. And he has been very busy recently. I've been able to observe him from my apartment, making frequent visits to Rue Saint-Honoré on the Tuileries side. I wonder what he was doing
God, there's so
there.
many side quests.
What were Monsieur Mesmer's
There's
theories?
so many side
He
quests.
is a proponent of a theory called animal magnetism. He claimed to be able to channel a purported universal healing fluid by passing his hands over patients and using magnets.
He also cobbled together a whole array of mad devices, each stranger than the last. Unfortunately, despite all his attempts, I don't know that he ever cured anyone.
What happened during Monsieur Mesmer's treatment sessions?
Oh, they were quite a spectacle to behold. Imagine well-born ladies afflicted with perfectly imaginary illnesses. A dimly lit room where incense has been burned to intoxicate the soul and cloud your
Spooky.
vision. Amiable servants, half-dressed, gliding from countess to duchess to the sound of a sensual melody.
This
And the great
sounds...
Mesmer, a doctor with wandering hands, presiding over the wonderful scene. Oh, you should have seen them. Those grand ladies moaning,
Magnets, who knows how they
crying,
work.
and falling into a swoon.
Not
clinging
Mesmer,
to
that's
that
for sure.
strange tub. Du théâtre, ma chère. Pure theater.
Incredible. Track down Cagliostro. Well, if we could do that in the first place, why would we not? Oh yeah, no. Dude was a con artist. We'll say he was good at it, but he was a con artist. Alright. Nothing new there, nothing new there. Cagliostro near the Tuileries. Again, have to get to his thing there. Montmartre, and speak to Maat. Quartier de Saint-Eustache, near, again, Tuileries. Gros Caillou, now, Les Invalides. And the Bastille. Well, hell. Chat! We still have a lot of side quests to do. Luckily, nothing new in La Cité, but we do have a couple things to do over here. And a lot of things to do here. So let's do one more here. Let's hunt down, let us hunt down the dead tree, because I happen to know exactly where that is. And then next time, we shall move forward into new progress. I am hoping to finish up this game relatively sooner rather than later. Mostly on the grounds that, you know, we need to clear up space somewhere, and Plague Tale Requiem is starting soon. So we may actually schedule more time for this recently. Or more time for this in the next couple weeks in an attempt to finish that up. Gives me more time to get ready for, like, the last couple of of Kingdom Come. Because we should be able to continue that through October. Without too much hassle.
The field with the dead tree. Good.
But still. Hey look, we found him. There's Cagliostro.
Don't move.
Ah, that cursed dancer! May you be devoured by rust!
Hey, we found him. Wait. Be on fire. Ow. Not even hard. Goodbye. Cagliostro, get back here. Wow, just absolutely dumpstered. Absolutely steamrolled. Alright, nothing there, nothing there. Ha. Ow. Jerk. Bigger jerk. Let's see, what options exist? Ow. Ow. Kill. Nice. Nice. Good fight, chat. I hope there isn't much more, because otherwise we're going to get in trouble. But, you know, we had one good fight in there. Oh, horsies. Oh, no. Hello? Hello? Shiny? Thank you. Jesus. Ooh, chest. Hello, chest. You love that the friendly fire is on? It's very nice, isn't it?
He slipped through my fingers. Fortunately, he was unable to take his things with him.
Monsieur le Comte, who do you think I am? I can read between the lines and I see your game. It wasn't enough for you to force me into exile, now you must also harass me even from a distance. I command you, monsieur, not to write me again. Rest assured you will get nothing more from me. I will take the secrets that you demand from me to the grave. Moreover, and for the last time, I strictly forbid you to use what you taught for the criminal, what I taught you, for the criminal purposes you have in mind. Well, he's fine, I'm sure.
The sleepless slaves. They meant the automats. Feeding off the blood of innocent people. Monsieur Raymond was completely mistaken. I must inform him.
That your doubts might be allayed, I have taken the liberty of preparing a live demonstration. 4 days ago, the Marshalsea conducted a series of raids, and procured 100 or so black fugitives. They are currently under lock and key in the Dépôt des Noirs at the Tour de Diable. No doubt most of them are escaped slaves. I repeat, my mechanical laborers are tireless. Before our hearth to blaze, laws must be thrown into the fire. This is why it is more necessary than ever to continue the slave trade. It will remain essential to the prosperity of your colonies, only you need no longer provide slaves room on board. As soon as they disembark, they'll go from the state of human to life fluid. Just think of the savings. They'll be fuel for the fire, monsieur, and nothing more. Yeah, they're actually juicing them, yes. Well, hopefully, Lima is as furious as the rest of us are at this. Heck. But holy hell, they fully went there. Wow. I mean, the thing to say to that is that I wish it was more implausible than it was. Like, I really wish I thought that was more implausible. And be like, wow, they just made Cagliostro comically evil. Who would do that? No. No. That level of callousness feels entirely too historical. Right? And here's the part where a couple of things are really working to the game's advantage. Firstly is the inclusion of Raymond and his elaboration on the circumstances of black folk in France. Second is character creation, right? We are a black woman and robot who has agency. And so we have a couple of folks who have agency in the world who are black, and so the fact that we have these people viewing black folk and escaped slaves as purely just juice to be juiced. No, that's I totally believe elite white pro-slavery people would do that.
I went to the Hotel de Massiac as agreed.
Exactly, and they did use slave labor as fuel for the Empire.
The club's members have no intention of merely depriving their slaves of rest. Rather, with the king's support, they plan to replace them with automat harvesters. The Count of Cagliostro is behind the plan.
Ma foi. But such a plan would certainly only improve the lot of these unfortunate people.
You are mistaken, mon père. If the planters get their way, they will have a greater need of slaves than ever. Only this time, they intend to slaughter them to power their machines.
Quelle abomination!
Par tous les saints.
4 days ago, the Paris Guard captured 100 black people. They were to be sacrificed as part of an experiment to test the effectiveness of the automat harvesters. Luckily, I was able to prevent the massacre.
Where are they now?
In a place they call the Dépôt des Noirs. I don't know where it is, but I managed to get the key. It bears the inscription, Tour du Diable.
The Devil's Tower is a prison in Vincennes, within the chateau walls.
That's 3 leagues from here. We'll only be able to free the prisoners once we're able to move freely ourselves.
At least they were spared the fate that the king and his accomplices had planned for them.
And what will you do with the 2 servants you employ, Monsieur Raymond?
I will continue to treat them well, as I always have.
However, under the laws you insist on following, they will become slaves again the moment they leave the kingdom for Saint-Domingue.
Certainly not, Monsieur de Robespierre. What kind of a man would I be if what I have heard had not opened my eyes? The planters of Massiac have been proven to be nothing but avaricious murderers. I thought I was dealing with opposition, but now I discover them to be vile enemies, from whom it would be vain to expect any compromise. From this day on, I will fight against their interests with all my strength, and will not lay down my arms until the last slave in the Empire has been freed.
Rest assured, then, that the people will fight by your side, Monsieur Raymond.
That's the spirit, my friends. Vive l'égalité.
Based Raymond. Achievement unlocked, abolishing slavery. Well, no, not quite. We at least got slightly closer. We got slightly closer. 1 step closer. So, that happened. Wow. The ways in which the game lets their main characters fill in for the broader ideologies they themselves were parties to is just such a good way to give these moments power, right? They're doing a lot with not a lot of resources, and so, right, hopefully the fact that we got the key means that we'll get to go there and continue this, and actually get to see more black people in this game. I suspect due to technical reasons we won't, but at least they are acknowledging that and committing these folks, despite the resulting execution and the upcoming tragedy that is a necessity of this, right? Highlighting the fact that this is a moment of ideals and emphasizing, right, that then, as now, there are people who genuinely commit to the ideals of equality and for the liberation and empowerment of marginalized people, and doing so by rejecting the compromises of those who would seek to work within the system and 540 quality only until it is inconvenient. Right, the fact that they're doing that is incredibly resonant in 2022, and is no less resonant in 1789. And so bravo to the developers here for being willing to just full send it on that message. So on that note, we are going to wrap up the stream. Big thanks, as always, to our patrons who make this possible, and to everyone who followed, subscribed, gifted subs, or just hung out and chat. You are at it. You are all very appreciated. I will see you again tomorrow for Cult of the Lamb. We're going to continue that party time. And have a much more cheerful, if not less bone-filled stream. So, until then, have a good night. And yeah, I will catch you all next time. Alright? Bye-bye.